All right, I'm calling the Crystal City Council meeting to order at this time. Let's start with roll call.
Mayor Adams.
Here.
Councilmember Banks.
Here.
Councilmember Budziszewski.
Here.
Councilmember Cummings.
Here.
Councilmember Kaiser.
Here.
Councilmember LaRoche.
Here.
Councilmember Parsons.
Here.
We have a quorum.
All right, thank you. Let's rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
The flag of the
The United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I love that.
2 seconds later.
Well, that was amazing. You know, we've done these in the last few meetings and, you know, we were all on Zoom and it was so much more clumsy. So this was, if you thought it was clumsy, it was only kind of clumsy. All right. Next we have oath of office and our city clerk is going to run that. So, Chrissy.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. If you would like to step down to the podium,
Sure.
we can start with you.
Can I have the S Bible as well? Thank you. All right.
I, Jim Adams, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of mayor for the city of Crystal and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States and obey the laws of the state of Minnesota and the ordinances of the city of Crystal. So help me God. Thank you.
Councilmember LaRoche, if you could please step down.
I, Nancy LaRoche, solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution and will obey the laws of the United States and the state of Minnesota, that I will in all respects observe the provisions of the city charter and the ordinances of the city of Crystal, and will faithfully discharge my duties of the office of Council Member Section 1 to the best of my judgment and ability. So help me God. Thank you.
Councilmember Budziszewski, if you could please step down.
I, John Budziszewski, solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution and will obey the laws of the United States and the state of Minnesota, and that I will in all respects and will observe the provisions of the city charter and the ordinances of the city of Crystal. And I will faithfully discharge my duties as the council member of Ward 3 and to the best of my judgment and ability. And I do this under the penalties of perjury. Thank you very much.
And last but not least, Councilmember Cummings.
Thank you.
Write your number and I'll text it to you.
I, David Cummings, solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution and obey the laws of the United States and the state of Minnesota, that in all respects, say it again, observe the provisions of the city charter and the ordinances of the city of Crystal. And I will faithfully discharge my duties of the office of Council Member, Ward 4. To the best of my judgment and ability. And I do this under the penalties of perjury. Thank you.
Welcome aboard.
All right. Congratulations, Nancy,
Congratulations,
John.
everyone.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Congrats.
It's a great day to your first swearing in. This is an exciting night.
Yeah.
If it goes by really fast, it's usually a fairly short meeting, but it's still, it needs to be, we need to pause and recognize this is your first swearing in.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. All right. We do have an agenda in front of us at this time. I'd like to move for approval of that agenda. Looking for a second.
Brendan.
Brendan.
I'll second that.
Thank you. All members in favor, please say aye.
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 Oh, roll
Oh,
call?
we got to do roll call. That's right. We're not all here. Roll call vote.
Mayor Adams.
Aye.
Councilmember Banks.
Aye.
Councilmember Budziszewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Cummings.
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser.
Aye.
Councilmember LaRoche.
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons.
Aye.
Motion carried.
All right, thank you. First, we have the Sparkles, Crystal Sparkles Contest Award tonight. Crystal Sparkles, I don't even know a lot of the detail on the history behind it. I know it started with the auxiliary, the fire auxiliary, when I was, I don't
Quite a
know.
while ago.
I don't know if it was before I was a firefighter. No, it had to been. It was shortly after I started, and it used to be both business and residents, but now it's only residents, is what I learned today, because I have one award winner, and that's what we're here to talk about. We have first place contest winner here. Her name is Deb Walk. Would you be willing to come and step forward?
Sure. First of all, I want to say thank
Can
you.
you step over? Yeah. We could swear you in, but we don't have any open positions.
Okay, that sounds better. First of all, I want to say thank you to the City of Crystal and the auxiliary. Yeah, you know, I absolutely love Christmas and favorite time of the year. And my display, I think, was it was different this year, and I have to give credit to my son, Isaiah, because he was the one that got the idea of making a huge roll of toilet paper.
That was the best.
And so I constructed it, and then my husband and my son and myself hoisted it up on the top of the garage. Up there, if you haven't seen it, you can still drive by it. I usually keep the lights on until the end of this month. Another difference on my display, I did have somebody tell me on Facebook that I did not social distance Santa Claus and snowman.
Yep.
But I did have next to them a huge display of hand sanitizer.
Yes.
So that was the display this year, and yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. We loved
Yeah.
it. Thank you.
Your garage was done as well, wasn't
Yes,
And your fence.
yes, my fence, all the windows, I did like gingerbread. I'm really close to being Griswold. My husband will not let me put up and down on the roof, but if he did, I would.
Yeah, that's funny.
So,
Just a little bit more about the contest itself. It's sponsored currently today. I forgot to mention that. It's also the Crystal Fund for Community Progress also funds it. You have two awards right here, and I'm going to bring that down to you. And it's from the auxiliary as well as the Crystal Fund. So that is your reward for hard work. Your hard work, yeah.
I do have to say, it's not really that much work, but I have fun doing it.
It was fun, very creative, and people have really appreciated it.
Yeah, we did have a lot of people driving by.
Good.
Thank you. Thanks.
So we did have a second place too. I believe this is also a second time winner. Karen Lincoln, she was not able to come in. I think she is not feeling well. I think it's kind of, it's COVID, from what I understand. So keep her in your thoughts and prayers. But she already received her check that was delivered to her, and she made sure nobody came close to her. So she's feeling fine. Awesome.
Oh, good.
Very good. Thank you for that. All right. That's it for the Crystal Sparkles. Is this the certificate? Oh, thank you. Sorry, Deb. All right, we have a consent agenda before us. I'm going to read that into the record at this time. First is the approval of the following minutes. The first one is the December 10th work session. The second one is the council meeting on December 15th. There's also a list of license applications that's been submitted by the city clerk. That list is on file in her office. And then approval of designating the Sun Post as the primary legal newspaper and the Star Tribune as the secondary newspaper for the city of Crystal for 2021. Approval of the following annual city appointments. Hennepin County Recycling Group is City Manager Ann Norris. And then LaRoche, Local Government Information Systems Board Member Alternative will be City Manager Ann Norris, and alternate will be Assistant City Manager Kim Terrace. Northwest Suburban Cable Communication Member, City Manager Ann Norris. And then for PUPS, the Pets Under Police Security, Board Member and Alternative Board Member Deputy Chief Brian Hubbard, and Police Chief Stephanie Revering. And then approval of a resolution designating the sources of funds for the police station project. That's consent agenda.
It's just designating where the funds are coming from, no authorization of expenditure.
Oh, okay, great.
Correct.
Excellent, thank you. That is our list of consent items. Nancy?
Can I ask a question about the application for city license? Is that in the consent agenda, correct?
That's,
Or is that a separate line item?
which one?
The licenses, application for city license,
Yeah, number 5.2.
number 5.2?
Did you want to pull
I
that?
just have a question. Yeah, it's the list of applications, and some say conditional, and I was just wondering, Ann, if you could explain what conditional means.
Those are typically applied to residential rental licenses, and they are, the application has been made and either the inspection has not been completed or the orders have not been finalized. But they've applied for a rental license. I am so sorry, can't find my
And that's
words.
done yearly, correct?
Yep, we do that on many rental properties.
Okay. The other question I had, Ann, if I could, is about conditions of the property. Speaking of conditional, is there anything holding back certain licenses if repairs are needed?
That typically happens at a renewal, but yes, that could be. It
Okay.
could be. They typically would come before you because staff doesn't have a right to say no. We can stall it, and we can request that certain things, but the council has to approve or deny a license. Staff does not have that authority.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, usually that ends up down the road, quite an extended relationship develops at that point.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know how else to say that. Huh. Anyway, looking for a motion on this consent agenda. Nancy,
I'll make a motion to approve.
thank you. Looking for a second?
Well, second.
Olga?
Therese will second. Therese got it.
Therese got it? Therese got it. It was a race.
It was.
All right, we'll do a roll call vote.
Councilmember Banks.
Aye.
Councilmember Budziszewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Cummings.
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser.
Aye.
Councilmember LaRoche.
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons.
Aye.
Mayor Adams.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right. Next part of our meeting is open forum. This is a time when the city asks citizens to come in and talk about their items of concerns, and we set aside a little bit of time for that each meeting during open forum. It's to provide ample time for all people to speak. Speaking time is usually limited to 3 minutes per topic, and each discussion item is limited to 10 minutes. I may, as presiding officer, extend that total time allowed for a topic. By rule, no action may be taken by any item brought up before the council during open forum. The council may place items of discussion during open forum onto subsequent council meeting agendas. Just wanted to read that a little bit more thoroughly than I normally do. It's the first of the year. We have a new member to know what that is. Is there anybody here wishing to speak during open forum? Do you have anybody?
I do not, Mr. Mayor.
You do not. Anybody online? Seeing nobody online. All right, we will blow by open forum for tonight. It's just a reminder to the public to, if you have something you'd like to come and talk to us about, that's a great place to do it. The first item on our regular agenda is the expenditures that are over $25,000. At this time, I'll read those into the record. First item is LaRoche for application support and hosting in towers and lifts fibers. Wow, what is that? Application support and hosting, and then towers and lifts for fibers. And that's $42,359. Lyndon McLeod for November yard waste recycling for $34,573. Northdale Construction Company for 2020 utility reconstruction for project number 7, $64,325. Old Architects and Engineering for public safety building architecture fees, $77,712. Park Construction Company for the 2020 street maintenance final payment, $44,447. Ultra Concrete for the North Lions Park Rink and the sidewalk and the various trip edges for $127,120. MinPara for employee city required contributions for pay date 12/11/2020, $62,583. Total disbursements of $25,000 or greater is $453,121.71. First, are there any questions on any of these items from the council? All right. Seeing no questions, looking for a motion. Anyone? Olga?
I make a motion to approve.
All right, thank you. Looking for a second. John?
So moved.
All right, let's do roll call vote.
Councilmember Budziszewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Cummings.
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser. Councilmember LaRoche.
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons.
Aye.
Mayor Adams.
Aye.
Councilmember Banks.
Aye.
This one?
Motion carries.
All right, thank you. Next item is in reference to designating Wells Fargo and some other official depository stuff that our city manager, Ann Norris, is going to talk to us about. Welcome, Ann.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is the annual designation of depositories and investment securities and investment brokers. As you see in the resolution, we're recommending the Wells Fargo Bank Crystal Branch be our official depository, Wells Fargo Securities, RBC Dane Rauscher, PMA Financial Network Securities, Inc., 4M and Wells Fargo Advisory be our investment brokers, and Wells Fargo Brokerage Services and U.S. Bank be our safekeepers for our investment securities for 2021. That is not a change. I believe it was last year you added PMA Financial, if I'm not mistaken, to the list.
I think that's right. All right. Any questions from the council? Seeing none. Did you want to do this one?
So, motion?
Yep.
Aye?
Nope. I want you to read the
Oh,
motion.
member, okay.
Let's get you started right away.
So moved by Council Member Cummings
Yep.
and seconded by,
Well, I want you to read resolution designating.
oh, that part
deposit-
there.
That part.
Resolution designating depositories of the city of Crystal for 2021.
All right, looking for a second.
I'll second.
Thank you, Nancy. Roll call vote.
Councilmember Cummings.
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser.
Aye.
Councilmember LaRoche.
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons.
Aye.
Mayor Adams.
Aye.
Councilmember Banks.
Aye.
Councilmember Budziszewski.
Abstain.
Motion carries.
All right. Motion carries. It's nice to get that first one out of the way.
It is.
You kind of get to look and see where it's where it shows up. All right. Next, item 3 on the agenda is the council consider appointments for commission liaisons and other appointments for 2021. Mayor Pro Tem is Nancy LaRoche, EQC, Environmental Quality Commission Liaison, John Budziszewski, Parks and Recs Commission Liaison, David Cummings, Planning Commission, Brendan Banks, Quad Communities Beyond the Yellow Ribbon, Olga Parsons, Northwest Suburban Cable Communications Commission, Therese Kaiser, Blue Line Extension Corridor Management Committee, Mayor Adams, myself. Alternate is Olga Parsons. And that is it. Looking for a motion on my recommendations. Nancy?
So moved?
Okay, looking for a second. John?
I second that motion.
All right, any conversations about this? I forgot to give people an opportunity to discuss it. Seeing none, roll call vote.
Councilmember Kaiser.
Aye.
Councilmember LaRoche.
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons.
Aye.
Mayor Adams.
Aye.
Councilmember Banks.
Aye.
Councilmember Budziszewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Cummings.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right. Next item is the council considering a resolution appointing Councilmember Brendan Banks as Crystal Council's representative on the West Metro Fire Rescue District Board. Ann, did you want to discuss this at all?
Sure. Every 2 years, the city council is required to designate one of its own to serve on the West Metro Fire Board. And Councilmember Banks has served for the last 2 years, and I believe Mayor Adams is recommending that we continue to have Councilmember Banks serve for the next 2 years. The resolution making that appointment is in your packet.
All right, thank you. Any questions about that? No discussion? Seeing none? All right, looking for a motion. Olga?
I make a motion to approve.
All right, thank you. Looking for a second. John?
I second that motion.
All right. Roll call vote.
Councilmember LaRoche.
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons.
Aye.
Mayor Adams.
Aye.
Councilmember Banks.
Aye.
Councilmember Budziszewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Cummings.
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right. I don't have a 7-5, so I think we're almost done. Let's go over a couple of quick announcements here. The following announcements. Next Crystal City Council work session is Thursday, January 14th. That's at 6:30 p.m. and that's here at City Hall, Council Chambers. The office will be closed January 18th in observation of Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. And then the next City Council meeting will be Tuesday, January 19th at 7 p.m. in the council chambers at City Hall via Zoom or in person, depending on. City council meeting and work sessions are open to the public. Current and previous meetings are available for your viewing and listening on our website, crystalmn.gov. So please take advantage of that if you're not able to hear it, see it live, or see a replay on TV. Any other announcements from any council member? Okay. It's a quiet January then. And we got a lot of business done too today. A lot of formation stuff tonight, but that's how it goes. All right, looking for a motion. John.
Make a motion to adjourn?
All right, looking for a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Nancy. Roll call vote.
Councilmember Parsons.
Aye.
Mayor Adams.
Aye.
Councilmember Banks.
Aye.
Councilmember Budziszewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Cummings.
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser. And Councilmember LaRoche.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion carries. All right, we are adjourned. Happy New Year. And council members, we still need to hang in for the next meeting. So have a great 2021.